Hey everyone, this is DZ Maven here, and it's time for another Gunpla unboxing. And today I just got this guy in, the Master Grade ZZ Gundam Verka. As you can see right next to him, I have his older version, the original Master Grade ZZ Gundam, which I reviewed earlier in the year, standing patiently waiting for his replacement to be built and replace him. Sadly, eventually. But anyway, this guy just came in a little while ago. I am very excited to start working on this, and this came at such a great time for me because I'm going to have some extra time later in the week and next week, so I'm going to have plenty of time to work on this thing and get it all together, top coated, and ready for display and review for you guys. So I'm very pleased here. Also, got this little marking here which indicates I got something special inside the box with this as well. So let's stop looking at the box art, which is really nice by the way, and let's get to looking at what is inside this here. So quick few things before we jump on to inside the box here. We do have all this text on the side of the box here. This is all translated, so you get some nice information about the development of the kit, the information about the mobile suit here. So it's pretty nice. We are starting to get some of this Verka stuff translated for us here. Let me flip around, let you see the other side of the box here. We have some shots of the G-Fortress mode and some shots of the ZZ Gundam standing and some detail pictures of the kit, all finished with the decals and everything here on it here, and our model number MSZ010. So anyway, let's get this guy open. Alright here, so let's get this thing open here. So, box up, lid off to the side here. Got all these nice part runners. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with our water slides, 7, 8, 9 bags of runners, and here's our special little extra here, which is our metallic water slides. We'll take a closer look at those in a bit. We have our instruction manual, pretty hefty, thick instruction manual. We got that, and we got a flyer for the enhanced ZZ Gundam parts. Now this is a P Bandai extra that's coming out at the end of the year. These are basically just going to be some add-on parts for the ZZ Verka. And in case you don't know what the difference is between the enhanced ZZ Gundam and a normal one, it's only really a few aesthetic part differences. There's some extra longer pieces on the skirt armor. The feet are a bit longer. There's a bigger back skirt back here. These top fins on the shoulders are a bit bigger or different, and there's bigger misopods and more thrusters on the backpack, and that's really the only difference here. Is just a few new parts here that supposed to make it more compatible with the full armor ZZ Gundam, which may still be coming. Who knows? We'll see. And we got else inside the box. We got this thing, doesn't mean anything to me. We got this Twilight Axis, doesn't mean anything to me. And we got another advertisement for a battle log, which doesn't mean anything to me. Okay, so let's look at the part runners here. So I figured we'd probably take a quick look at the booklet before we get to the part runners here, because I notice again we got some very nice stuff inside the book here as well, and this is all translated as well. So if you want to do a little bit of reading or you are contemplating on how to build this kit here, the booklet does not disappoint here. In addition, I saw there's another little blurb further on inside here. Right here. Very nice artwork of the ZZ Verka right there. Including a few development, work in progress drawings and development ideas here. And there's a little view here. Turn my light off there. You can see a little bit better there. Interview with Mr. Akitaka and Mr. Kuroki here, talking about the development and design thought process for this kit here. So very interesting read. So if you do get the kit, might want to take a look at this here. Anyway, this booklet is about 31 pages long. There's your decal layout guide. So anyway, so now let's look at the runners. Alright, so starting off we have our A runner here. This is our multicolor runner. We get some clear parts here. We got parts for the eyes here, canopy, and these are clear landing gear pieces. Same deal I had with the Victory 2 Gundam Gunpla, which I had getting built earlier in the year. So kind of disappointed we have these clear landing gear things again, but I mean it's not that big a deal. I mean I kind of wish they were in like gray plastic. That would look better and be easier to paint, but oh well, I guess the Katoki likes the clear landing gears for whatever reason here. We do have a little seated pilot figure here, judo pilot figure, along with parts for a core fighter. Yellow bits throughout the kit here, and some blue parts here throughout the kit here. We got top vents and all parts throughout the kit here. And you do get 2 runners of this here. So you should be able to build 2 core fighters with this kit. That's what I understood when I read some of the bits on the directions here. So yay, 2 core fighters is a lot better than 1. Alright, and we have, next up is our B plate here. And it's a lot of gray inner frame stuff here. We got parts for the hands here. These are the fixed pose hands where you can switch the fingers out. Same deal from like the old Master Grade Age kits and the GM Sniper 2 from earlier in the year. And before anybody panics and sees a little hole right here, yes, some parts have fallen off the part trees as I was taking them out of the bags. They were actually loose inside the bags, but I do have them. They are just in the box over here. So if parts fall off the tree, just make sure it's still in the bag and not completely missing here. So anyway, got some internal frame stuff here. That's what this runner is. And next up is a C plate. This looks to be more internal frame stuff here. We actually got an internal frame part for the inside the wing shields here, which is interesting. I mean, usually I don't expect that sort of level of detail, but this is a Vercal kit, so I should expect the utmost level of detail here. We got our barrel for the double beam rifles. That looks like a internal part for the backpack here. We got this looks like a holder for the missile pods right here. Various thrusters and stuff, and probably these is the inside of the forearms, I would think here. And just like with the A plate, we get 2 runners of this here. And we got the D runner here. This is more gray plastic here. This is all gray polystyrene plastic, by the way. I haven't seen any ABS so far. This is more internal frame stuff. Couldn't really tell you exactly what some of this is. I think this is some parts for the legs here, I believe. It's probably mostly parts for the legs, I would guess, on here. So I do have all of that here. And as before, we have 2 runners of this, so you get double the parts and double the fun. Okay, moving on to the first part of the colored parts. Finally here we got some external parts, white armor pieces for the outside of the Gundam here. Looks like mostly parts for the arms and the legs. We do get your hyper beam sabers. They do come in halves, so that means there will be a seam line along the outside edge of that beam saber there. So okay, maybe the kit's not 100% perfect, but I mean, it's probably not going to hold it against it too much here. And as before, in a double Zeta kit, you get 2 runners of this runner here. Alright, next up is the F runner. This is our plate of red parts. These parts actually look to be a little bit more of a reddish orange color than the standard Gundam red that I'm used to seeing on kits here, but we have a lot of various thruster vent parts on this kit here. There's your missiles, and a lot of these thruster vents are going to go inside of other pieces, so you have that red color inside of the thruster vents, which is really nice. There's your halves for the wing shields right here. I think this is the back piece that connects the backpack to the waist and back of the Gundam right here. Our main cockpit hatch, and probably where's our hyper mega beam cannon launcher thingy right there. And you do get not quite a complete double runner, but you do get this bottom half of the runner duplicated here for you here. So you got 1.5 of the F runner. And next up is the G1 runner. This is some more white parts here. These look to be parts mainly for the head here. Couple parts for I think these are the skirt armor pieces right here, front ones. Front crotch area, and we got parts for the head here. The faceplate, it does not have the cutout on it, so you will have to get some panel line wash or marker and color that in if you want to make it look right. And we have our little standing judo ash towel figure right here. Okay, next up is our G2 runner, and this is something I didn't quite expect with this kit here. This is a runner that is painted in a silver, a kind of a rough silver color. It's not a shiny gloss silver. It's kind of almost like silver paint with a matte coat on top of it. It's kind of how I would describe this here. So I remember in a lot of the promotional images and prototype pictures of the ZZ Vercal, there was a lot of white areas inside the thrusters and everything, and I was kind of wondering what was going on with that. I thought it was a little strange, but I just kind of chalked it up to some sort of odd design idea from Kotoki. He decided to make the inside of the thrusters look white for some reason, but when the final actual kit prototype came out, they looked very white and shiny, and I was like, what is that? And it's like, oh, so now we know. He has painted silver parts inside of the thrusters, and a lot of the thrusters throughout the kit here. And there's a lot of details throughout the kit that are going to have this little silver in it. It's not the same sort of silver that's on the Sazabi Vercal, because that was a plastic silver. This is actual painted silver. This is like almost like the painted finish on the Hyakushiki 2.0, but it's not glossy. It's more of a strange semi-gloss matte finish on here. It's not quite matte, and it's not quite gloss. It's just it's kind of hard to describe here, but anyway, silver painted runner, probably the most interesting runner of the kit, I'd say. And here we have the H runner, which is what next, and it's more blue parts here. Parts for the double beam rifle, back of the Gundam, front, mostly some parts for the torso and the beam rifle here. So we have this here. And next up is the I runner. This is a not quite black. It's kind of a really dark blackish blue color. These are mostly going to be parts for the backpack, if you couldn't tell. So we have that, and we have two of these for double the fun. And we do have a runner of polycaps here. This is PC211 here, and this is a relatively new polycap runner. It's from 2015, so we got some polycaps in this kit. Guess it's not wholly unexpected here. And the last part runner we have here is Z. These are some big beam saber effect parts here. And as I suspected when I saw some of the early previews of this kit here, if you were wondering, this is the Perfect Grade beam saber runner. The exact same runner, actually. This is the one from my Perfect Grade Strike Gundam I'm working on right now. All the way back from the year 2000. All the way back from the year 2000. So yeah, this kit uses Perfect Grade sized beam saber blades. Pretty sweet. But you know what? This is actually better than the giant beam baseball bats that came with the original Master Grade ZZ Gundam, because those things were very thick and they were kind of heavy. These are not quite as heavy, so I think this kit will have an easier time holding its beam sabers this time around. And just again to ease and allay any concerns, here are those parts that fell off the runners here. So no, I did not lose any parts. They are all right here. Alright, so marking wise, we do get a little small sheet of foils. These are sort of a metallic blue-green color, which I'm probably not going to use these. I'm probably going to do the same thing I did with the Victory 2 Gundam when I built that, and tried to mix up a blue-green color with some metallic paint underneath it. I think that's what I'm going to do with this kit here, because I'm probably not going to use these. By the way, this is kind of a hard color to match. It's not blue, it's not green, it's sort of a blue-green color, so I have to mix some paints up to kind of match this here, but I will do my best to try and match this here. So got that. And we do have our sheet of water slide decals, which is the standard for Vercal kits today. And quite a lot of these, but it's not quite as intensive as what I recall on the Victory 2 Gundam here, so I think this is pretty manageable, I would say, all in all. But there's more. I have these as well here. And these are special additional water slide decals. you can get with this kit. You just have to kind of make sure you get the version with the special premium decals that come with it. These are sort of a metallic decals. It doesn't duplicate the entire sheet of original decals that comes with the ZZ Vercal. Just most of the markings and warning markings and everything with this, and some of the logos in here. I don't know if I'm going to use all of these or not. I do like some of the metallic logos that are on here. I might use those. The metallic warning stickers, I don't know yet. I'm kind of deciding on that here because it will look kind of strange to have half the decals look metallic and the other half not. So I don't know. I'm going to think about this one a little bit as I'm building it, and you'll see how this turns out here. There's some stuff on the back here which I'm not quite sure what any of this is, but so yeah, you got that also. Alright everybody, that's going to wrap up the unboxing video for the Master Grade ZZ Gundam Vercal here. As I said, I'm going to be working on this probably for the rest of the week and probably some of the next week here. I'm going to try and get this together. I am going to be using the water slide decals, and I will be top coating this kit, so it will take me a little bit longer than the normal straight build because I have to plan in top coating the parts and everything, especially for a transforming kit. It's going to take a little bit longer, so this is probably going to be a build process that's going to be just like what I did with the Victory 2 Gundam Vercal kit all over again. So it's just going to progress and progress, and I'll keep some updates on my Instagram and Twitter feed on this here. So anyway guys, thanks for watching. Leave a like if you liked the video, and look forward to the review of this kit because I'm definitely curious to see how he compares to his older version here. Alright guys, take care. See you next time.